And the better you get at it, the less scary and out of control it feels. I choose to love you. This lifelong choice, the I love you for better or for worse vow type of thing, is definitely an intentional, repetitive choice. It is not a one-time choice you make when you stand in front of God and your family and friends and say, I do. This is a decision you make over and over again every day. Choosing love is not just about the tough choices either, such as how many kids to have or where to live. These decisions get our attention because the consequences seem so big. You can probably point to several choices you have made in your relationship that have had a significant effect on your future. Choosing love is the day-to-day decisions you make. Where to go to dinner, whether to wash the dishes or pick up your socks, what television show to watch. This may be where love truly grows, where choosing love actually happens. Perhaps choosing love is the choice to get up and calm the baby rather than go back to sleep and let your partner do it. Maybe choosing love is the choice to drive 10 miles to get the kind of ice cream your spouse loves instead of the cheap kind at the store close to home. Choosing love can be seen in the choice to keep quiet, rather than say that one thing you know will cause hurt and pain. In each of these decisions, you say, I choose to love you. Making decisions. Much effort has been put into researching how we make decisions. William Glasser created choice theory. The big idea here is that people are unhappy because they're in bad relationships, and their bad relationships are based on bad choices. He believes that when people learn to make better choices, their relationships improve, and they become happier people. I believe this means that even the most challenging relationship could be improved if the couple made different choices. William Samuelson and Richard Zeckhauser wrote an article titled Status Quo Bias in Decision-Making. They found that people preferred to maintain the status quo and stayed with their original decision even if a new alternative appeared better. Even in financial investing, people choose to stick with what they know rather than jump into a clearly better option. Both of these ideas are solid. These studies help us see that in marriage, partners may really struggle to change the habits they have formed over the years, even when doing so could improve their relationship. The choices we make in our relationships directly affect our emotions, and the assumptions we make about each other cause us to expect our partners to succeed or fail. But there is more to the story. Our choices are also affected by our values, by the way we think and feel, and by the consequences of previous choices. Even more importantly, we have each learned patterns of decision-making from the families we grew up in. We will look at these in more detail in Chapter 5. 3 ways to make choices. Over the years, I have seen couples take one of 3 approaches to making decisions. Some choose to compromise. Others choose to trade off getting what they want. And still others simply allow the person most affected to have his or her way. Compromise. Joel and Lakeisha faced a difficult choice. Lakeisha's mother had passed away a few years earlier, and her father's health was now failing. Family had always been important to her, and she wanted her father to come and live with them. Joel valued family too, but he wasn't sure it would be possible to balance caring for her father and taking care of their own 3 kids while both of them worked full-time. He felt that a care facility might provide a better option for Lakeisha's father, but she was very much against putting him in a home for old people. Her father was aware that he could not take care of himself as he had in the past, but he wanted to remain as independent as possible. They struggled with this issue with little progress for several weeks, until Joel suggested a compromise.